Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone for today's session, meditation session, and today's topic is quantum erasure. Actually, it's a topic of quantum mechanics, quantum science, and it is like that. It has another a bit large name, delayed choice quantum erasure, and actually it means that when scientists have make some tricks on quantum particles, so that they can determine the way they take and in such a way so that they can be as if the particles they know that when they will be measured, and they change their pattern accordingly, because when a particle like electron is observed, we observe them as particles, but when we do not observe them, they act like wave. So this is called wave and particle duality, and observation is a very important facet in this aspect. And here why it is connected to our today's session, it is actually related, because sometimes we think that our past is irreversible. For example, I did something wrong with someone, for example, and then we feel regret. Okay, that was a great mistake. It shouldn't be done like this. But if we think it from another perspective, then actually it is quite okay, because everything is natural, and so there is nothing to be judgmental in nature, and so whatever we have done is natural. So there is nothing to nothing to blame ourselves. And how it works, that quantum erasure, it works in this way, that when I feel the guilt, the past is guiltful. Okay, I have done such and such bad things or wrong things to others or to myself or whatsoever, and the history is fixed. That is the history. Yes, I did that bad thing, say 10 years ago or 5 years ago. But when I change my perspective from now, okay, I didn't do anything wrong. It was done. It was quite natural. And when I think that way, everything will shift in the past. How it works? That is, what happened in the past, people who was involved in that happenings, their memory will be shifted, and they will rather give the testimony that no, you didn't do anything bad. And this is the magic. This is that kind of quantum erasure. So when we change our own perspective, everything shifts, everything. Our reality shifts. So now we are going to start our meditation, and this is very simple procedure. It starts with breathing exercise, and we have to close our eyes, and we have to breathe in through our nose, counting 1, 2, 3 in our minds, and then we hold our breath, and again we count 1, 2, 3 in our minds, just like 3 seconds. So we take our breath for 3 seconds, hold it for 3 seconds, and then we breathe out. We exhale. Our air comes out from our nostril, and we count 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like we count from 1, 2, 3, breathe in, breathe hold, counting from 1, 2, 3, and breathe out, counting from 1 to 4. And breathe out throughout our nose, not through our mouth. And while breathing out, we will try to push our belly inward so that our lungs can be emptied as much as possible. So again, breathing exercise, breathe in, counting from 1 to 3, breathe hold, counting from 1 to 3, and breathe out, counting from 1 to 4. When we conduct this kind of procedure, this kind of breathing exercise, our brain wave is synchronized with the pattern of our breathing, and our concentration is on the breathing. And so this is actually meditation. Sorry. And during meditation, many thoughts comes in our minds, and it is quite natural, and it is just wrong, or it is not a good idea to try to expel them or to try to prevent or control our thoughts, because these automatic thoughts, they are generated in our brain networks, and they are so obvious and so natural, like our own breaths, like our heartbeats. So they are not our enemies, they are part of us. So we do not have any issues with them. They will come and go no matter whatever they are. Again, breathing exercise, closing our eyes, counting from 1 to 4, 1 to 3, breathe hold, counting from 1 to 3, and breathe out, counting from 1 to 4. Now we are in meditation, and if we consider our past, whatever happened, many things happened, and our memory can recall many happenings, many incidents in our lives. Some are good and some are bad, and we always tend to be judgmental. Sometimes we get judgmental towards others, that okay, it was not my fault, it was happened because of other people, maybe my close friends or my family members or so on. And sometimes we just give blame to ourselves. That's okay, it was my fault, I did it wrong, it was not meant to do that way. So whatever we do, it is all in our minds, and it is in our perspective, in our attitude towards ourselves. So when here two things happens, or two separate things might happen. One, as I said, we tend to blame others, and the second one is we tend to blame ourselves. So when we tend to blame others, when we cannot integrate ourselves truly, we tend to blame others. And how to integrate ourselves? It is very easy, very simple, but we have learned not to do this. That is why it is difficult, because we have to unlearn something very unnatural advice since our childhood. That is, we should take responsibility and we should blame ourselves. We should get remorsed or we should regret for whatever we have done so-called bad. But in nature, nothing is bad or good. Everything is natural or neutral. So when I take myself or every act of mine granted being natural, I will get innocent. I will be free from all my burdens. Again, breathing exercise, counting from 1 to 3. Breathe in, then breathe hold, counting from 1 to 3, and breathe out, counting from 1 to 4. Again breathe in, counting from 1 to 3. Breathe hold, counting from 1 to 3. And breathe out, counting from 1 to 4. We count different types of numbers in different meditations. Usually we count 4, 4, 6, or today we are counting 3, 3, 4, and it is also possible not to count at all. So we can also practice this like this. Just focus on our own breathing, nothing else, no counting. Let it happen naturally. How the air is entering through our nose, we just focus, we just try to feel it. How it enters and how it comes out. Just focus on our natural breathing. We are not trying to maneuver, we are not trying to manipulate the natural flow to make it rhythmic or make any pattern out of them. We are just focusing on our own breathing as it is happening naturally. And now what we were discussing, if we just forget, if we just get rid of all our sins just by granting them. At first it seems to be counterintuitive, because if we just accept whatever we have done, maybe something wrong, so then it would make me more desperate. So I will, if I give myself freedom to do whatever I want, then I will do very severe criminal acts. So it is the first impression which is created. But the magic is that reality shifts whenever I start giving me ultimate freedom. Because when we do a crime, we do it because we know it is a crime, knowing it is a crime. And if we compare with a kid who is say 1 year old, it never commits a crime because it doesn't know what is good, what is bad. If it just takes away a toy from its fellow, from its friend or from its siblings, we do not call it crime because they do not know that it is a crime. They are just taking toys from each other, laughing at it, and they play like this, and we enjoy them playing like this. So this is natural. But when we grow up, our brain, our prefrontal lobe, it develops more, and then we always we start judging our acts. Should I do it? Yes or no? Should I tell this to others? Yes or no? So we just get trapped in this constant loop of judgment to all our thoughts, all our deeds, and this way is really disappointing and depressing because we never become happy. We always think that, okay, maybe my decision was not good, maybe I took the wrong decision, maybe I shouldn't say it that way. But the more we critically think of our thoughts, the more we get that fixed with that loop. So we never get relieved, we never get innocent. But a child, if we take example from a child will never think that way. A child is just playing on its own mind and it doesn't bother. It is not, the child is not bothered by anything, doing anything good or bad. So if we just take the example and think ourselves as a child, then something magical will happen. The magic is that I will feel myself to be innocent, and I will know that I am innocent because I don't think anything is bad or anything is good. I think everything is natural. So with the flow of nature, whatever is done by me is natural. So there is no regret, there is no remorse, there is no feeling of sin or misdeed by myself. Whenever I can truly think this way, I will feel like innocent, like a child, and whenever I can feel it, that will be appeared in me, that will be expressed in my thoughts, in my words, in my acts, and people will think me to be innocent. So counterintuitive. When I stopped pretending to be pure, when I started to let me do whatever I want to do, the same moment people are starting thinking me to be innocent. And this is the magic of reality, and this is the way we can change our past into something different, something we can never imagine before. Again, breathing exercise. Just focus on our breath, focus on our natural breathing, how it goes, how it comes. Just on the breathe. Just focus on our natural breath, and whatever thoughts comes to our minds while focusing on our breathing is quite okay. They are part of mind. They are like childs of a mother, so they are not my enemies, rather they are myself. They are parts of myself. Focus on our breathing. Now we are at the end of our meditation. We can now open our eyes. So it was like this today's session. So Saba, and actually I am now leaving from my Facebook session. So see you all on next Saturday hopefully.